Okay, today Russia celebrates the Day of Army, Aviation and Fleet. And also today Russians lost one more A-50 long-range radar detection aircraft. And if the first one that was shot down on January 14, it was over the Sea of Azov, this one crashed in the Krasnodar region of Russian Federation, and it was shot down approximately over the Kanevsky district of Russian Federation, and the fragments of the aircraft fell near the village of Trudovaya Armenia. The destruction of the A-50 on February 23 was officially confirmed by the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. And because it was shot down over relatively populated areas of the Russian Federation and fell near the village, there are already videos from the scene all over the internet. And a little later, the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that it was not just the A-50 that was shot down, but an upgraded version of the A-50, which is there are only 6 in total in Russian Federation. The video of the plane, that was seen just before the crash, shows how it fires thermal and possibly radar traps, one of which lures one of the missiles, and then the other missile destroys the plane. So the crew of the A-50 knew that missiles were coming at them, and the plane crash means the elimination of not only 5 pilots but also about 10 radar operators. And when this information first appeared, only the place of the plane crash was known, and the distance to this crash site is more than 200 kilometers from the front line. But later, the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that a sharp drop in speed and altitude of the shot down A-50U aircraft was recorded near the city of Yeisk. At the same time, on the map shown by the GUR with the flight track of the aircraft, its route passes south of the city of Yeisk, approximately at the distance of 170 kilometers from the front line. But this range exceeds the capabilities of even the so-called wandering Patriot, because according to the known specification, its range is up to 160 kilometers, and to this distance you still need to add some more kilometers because you need to keep your missile launcher out of the range of enemy artillery and drones. So, if not Patriot, then what was it? And the first surface-to-air missile system that comes to mind and really has such a range. It is S200, which is the version. It has a version called S20M Vega M, and in this version it has a range of 240 kilometers. And we know that we still have them, as there are video of them being used for some ground strikes. And then GUR went out and outright confirmed that it was our Ukrainian S-200. And Russians, as usual, already actively promoting the version that it was again friendly fire and the launch of missiles was from the occupied Mariupol. But such tale has become traditional for them and is spread. They are saying this tale about all the planes that were shot down by the Ukrainian Air Force. And later, the state news agency TASS reported that 2 aircraft fell on the territory of Kanevsky district of Krasnodar region of the Russian Federation. And one of them allegedly was unmanned aerial vehicle, the drone. Although there was also unofficial information that the second plane was Il-22, but it is unofficial and it is unconfirmed. So I would like to congratulate the Russians with their day of military, the day of army, fleet and air force. Fuck them. Fuck their planes. And Slava Ukraini.